Hello, welcome to your reading. Today I'm going to do something new. We're going to do a perspectives reading. So we're going to look at one side of something and then how can we look at the other side of something. So it's inspired by the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man card is about looking at something differently. Okay, the first card that comes out is the King of Wands. So there's something that possibly you're very passionate about, and in a way there could be some anger in terms of this. This is just the cards guiding to some peace. The other side of it is the Prince of Wands. So this is telling me it's about you going backwards to an energy before you got to this feeling of conviction. The Prince of Wands doesn't know everything about a situation. They know enough, they know a lot. However, there's a lot of unknowns. The King is more of some unknowns. So what I'm seeing here is if you're possibly angry about a situation, maybe go back to before some things happened and take a fresh perspective in a way. That's what I get here. What's another perspective shift that is happening? Three of Wands, which is a feeling of the unknown and contemplation and kind of dreaming. Okay, where do I go from here? Kind of like a pioneer energy. And then 10 of Pentacles. What I see here is perhaps you are in a space where you're looking for more and seeking more. And a perspective shift, it's like a longing. A perspective shift is looking at what is right here in front of you. What have you created so far? What is available? Finding gratitude there, shifting your focus onto that. It may help bring you out of any kind of space of feeling lost. It's always good to dream. And at the same time, remember to be present in your joy and your situation at the moment right now. That's what I'm seeing with those cards. These may all connect. They might not connect. Very interesting. Better than you can imagine. And evolve into your complexity. So what I'm seeing here is if there's a lot of situations, experiences that you are imagining right now that you would like to happen, what I'm seeing is shifting the focus to evolve. This feels more like a shift your focus, but shifting your focus into evolving into your own complexity. So what is complex about you? Maybe write a list, because I couldn't tell you right now, like, oh, what's complex about me? Or what do I want to change or shift or evolve into in a good way? I don't like to think of how I want to change myself, but how can I shift in a good way? So that's how you can get to a point where it's better than you can imagine. Just felt like turning these cards upside down, because changing your perspective, turning it upside down, seeing something from upside down. I see the eyes here. What is that about? This is a fresh perspective. This is complexity. How can you look at it completely differently? How freeing would that be? All right, let's do one more round for each deck. Four of Wands, that's a beautiful card. Okay, so Four of Wands is about celebration, connection, balance, and then the Ace of Cups. Changing your perspective on something to do with your heart, something to do with connection, and something to do with love. Love, of course, is romantic, and it's also infinitely available for you. If you're not in a romantic situation, or if your current connection is either quiet or at a standstill or not active or struggling, remember the love that is available for you. If you're feeling lonely, where can you find love? What kind of community? What kind of friendships? Where can you find your love? Through prayer, through doing something that you love. So shifting the perspective on your vision and your view of love in your own heart and what that means for you in your day-to-day experience. Now, talk about evolving into your complexity. That felt pretty complex. Okay, the Star. I'm curious about this. This looks like this wants to come out. The Star is about dreaming and resting. And the Moon. My alarm went off. The Hierophant. Star, the Moon, and the Hierophant. That's your higher self. Talk about various perspectives. These are both very dreamy energies. They're the subconscious. This is about creation, and this is about the elements of your subconscious on your path. And a lot of times the shadow, dreams and shadows. There's a lot there. Let's go to the Moon. Shadow. What are some examples of shadow? Fear, anxiety, self-doubt. How can you dream not only of what situations will come to light for you, but also what kind of internal subconscious transformation you can delve into, which will make every experience that comes along your way look, see, sounds, everything feel different. The dreams of your own subconscious. And know that even in the dark, things could feel dark, you could be weary, you could feel tired. There's always light. And with that Hierophant, with the Hierophant, there's the stars right there. You can ask for help. Your subconscious is the key to God, to your dreams, to your higher self. And that all interplays in your experience here on earth. Tame and attain. So something about attaining something, reining it in, putting this on the horse. Control? This is upside down. I don't usually do reversals, but let go and bury. Let go of control. If you have a feeling that you have to capture things in your life in a certain way, you're being asked to let that go. What would happen if you just made a commitment for the next hour to just be? Yes, control your car. Look at the road if you're going to drive somewhere. Treat people with respect and kindness. I'm talking about the dreams and how you would like things to look, how you want to be, how you want yourself to be, all that. What if you just let it go for the next hour and then try it again for another hour? There is a very interesting app where you can text yourself things, and it's for reminders like take your medicine. I've been texting myself reminders throughout the day to check myself. It's called Text Me That. I ain't trying to sell something. I'm just letting you know that it's been really cool to use it in that way. You could set a timer for every day at 9 o'clock, once a week, and all of a sudden I'll get this text and it will help me check myself. So tame and attain and let go, Barry. I know we talk a lot about letting go. How can you really, really actively do that? Sometimes setting a time limit really helps because you really keep your focus on, like, you're able to catch yourself. I know that's not really letting go, right? You're still having control. It's all about playing with life, playing with things, seeing how it turns out. How can you, during your experience today or now, whatever, if it's day, night, how can you take one thought that pops in your head and like completely shift it to another thought that's like on the opposite side of the thought that you were having? You're a magician. 5:55 on the timer because I had to break that video up. The magician. You're an alchemist. You're able to transform anything. That is wild. That card came out. Right as I was saying that, how can you transform one thought into another thought? What kind of thoughts do you want to live? Do you want to live in your mind? Prince of Swords. Thought. Free thought. Free thinking is what I see in that card. Free thinking, and then the Ten of Cups. That's ultimate fulfillment within your heart space. How can free thinking lead to ultimate fulfillment in your heart space? Play with it for the next hour. Tomorrow, play with it for 2 hours. However much you want. Stop, awareness, shift focus, go forward. And see how people react and respond to you differently when you do that. Thank you, Spirit, for guiding this reading. Thank you for watching. Sending you so much love, light, and blessings. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye.